Hello everybody, welcome to our Alchemy Academy Healing for New Earth, Throat Chakra. Light Healers Alchemy Academy. This is a New Earth Grid healing, awakening and alignment. We have already done the root, sacral, solar plexus, and heart chakra, and now we are going into the throat. And that is the order in which you should be doing them and receiving them. So I've called in the Creator and all the angels and set the intentions to do this throat chakra healing. I ask that your feet be on the floor and your palms up in receptive mode, open, relaxed. Allow your arms to be open, not crossed. Allow your legs to be open, not crossed. And allow yourself to just be relaxed in the place that you are. Free of all distractions and eliminated of all thoughts that want to take you out of this setting. Everything is designed to tempt as a distraction, and it's okay to say no thank you. I am here now for a reason. So no driving, no anything but relaxing while you're doing this. And anything that you do here, or anything that tries to pull you out of this, only creates a space of stronger and deeper connection to the healing. So we're going to begin by just simply relaxing. I'm already burping to release, excuse me. We're going to begin also by just connecting to the earth. Saint Germain is stepping forward. Archangel Gabriel is stepping forward. Malachi is stepping forward with the most beautiful blue light, as well as Archangel Michael with the blue sword and the blue light energy, the blue rays of healing frequency. And then I see the cosmic rays of blue, and there's all different shades of blue. So up in the skyline, I'm seeing every shade of blue you can think of and more that we can't. This is also a connection to a Pleiadian blue ray. So as these rays come in and surround us and the beings of light, the angelic presence comes in to support and surround us. Commander Ashtar is also connecting to the throat chakra. This is a Pleiadian blue ray chakra upgrade. I'm already releasing. So the color blue is already coming in to surround us. It's all over the skyline. It's seeping into the energy of the earth around us. Everything is beginning to glow with a blue hue. Every layer of blue that you could possibly think of. The most beautiful blue hue. Coming in all around us, it's starting to seep into our auric field. And this color blue is deeply connecting us to Father Sky as well as Mother Earth. The moon, we have a lot of moon energy coming in here. With the sun, but a moon focus with glowing blue-white light. So we're just holding space for this, allowing it to integrate into our energy. As we begin to calm the body and the mind, and intend to expand and open our soul, as well as our physical body. So the body in itself is not just connecting to the chakra, but also the physical body, the organs, our voice box, our vocal cords, our thyroid, our lymph nodes, our auditory canal, and even our visual cortex are being heightened. And our bronchial and esophageal tubes are also connecting and being heightened here. And any glands within the throat and the neck, even into the brainstem and down into the heart chakra. All of this area is being heightened and invoked for this healing. And then we have the most beautiful crystal blue water at the base of our feet. So you can sense, see, feel, or imagine as you close your eyes the most beautiful crystal blue water at the base of our feet. And we just allow the blue, the colors, the shades, the rays of blue to come in. Archangel Michael is cutting off any cords and energy of connections. He's behind us with his sword, cutting off any cords and energy connections. Malachi is assisting with the blue rays on the front side. So we have Michael behind us and Malachi in front, cleansing our vessel with blue rays, the swords, the energy of blue, cobalt blue to the most beautiful, subtle blue. All the rays of blue are coming in, not just one, but many. Aquamarine is also coming in, the stone, the crystal, and it's surrounding us, as well as rose quartz. Rose quartz and aquamarine are surrounding us at around the feet with the water. And you might sense, see, feel, or imagine a gentle cleansing of the feet with these crystals and the water. We're just removing things that don't belong, and the blue rays are beginning to really integrate into our auric field. Our aura is also deeply connected to our throat chakra. So we have blue rays coming in from above us and below. And they're starting to work their way towards our throat chakra from above our head and below, pouring down with blue rays and blue light. All the way down through our upper chakras, all the way up through our feet and our body, to our root chakra, going down from our crown chakra, blue, the most beautiful blue, into our sacral and solar plexus, drawing up the most beautiful rays of blue, through the heart chakra and into the throat, and from the top through our crown and our third eye, and into the throat. And then we are going to place the energy of the moon at the center of the throat chakra. So it's as if Malachi takes the moon out of the sky and brings it into the center of our throat chakra. The Pleiadian star system, combining with the Earth's galaxy star system, they are combining into the throat also. So we are opening, we're beginning to open the throat, the blue rays coming from above and below. They are coming together intentionally, and as these rays are going into the throat, they're beginning to open it. That's why I'm burping, excuse me. I burp to release quite often. And we are removing out regret, fear, judgment, disdain, sorrow, grief, and also wounds of lower vibrations. So all things lower vibration that have come through the throat, the vocal cords, drawing those out. And also where we are not speaking or living through our truth. Any resistance is also being drawn out. Resistance to truth, grief, bringing in a little bit of a rattle. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. Right at the throat chakra. I'm going to grab another rattle. Hopefully you can hear it as well. I'm being drawn to grab. Just allowing us to break up the energy of the throat. I see an image of the Ankh coming in here to help soothe and awaken our throat. Now as I'm in the throat chakra, I'm also going into like the sinus cavities. I can hear all this congestion that came out for me right away. As soon as I began this transmission, and we're just going in and clearing out congestion. Any like spores that got in the air, because we breathe in through our nose and into our throat, so they're deeply connected. Our auditory canal is also very deeply connected, and even our visual cortex. So all of this is getting a cleansing with light. Drawing in and removing all debris and any bacteria, any spores of like mold in the air, anything. Just clearing it out. Clearing out like the snot, right? The congestion. Cleansing the vocal cords. So I'm taking light now and we're going into the vocal cords, and it is starting as a white light. And then it is glowing blue, and it's as if you like strum a guitar string. That's how I see with the vocal cords. So we're taking light through the vocal cords and then kind of flicking them like a guitar string. Yep, and it's drawing out any yucky from the vocal cords. Taking more light into the vocal cords and then flicking them like a guitar string, as if we're drawing the light in to remove and draw out, and then flicking it off. The water is helping to cleanse. Drawing in the water from our feet all the way up to our throat. I heard the words Thailand, and then I see water, and then I also hear prepare for a tsunami, so I don't know exactly what that means. I'm not sure if there is a throat chakra representation there. I'm just saying what I'm hearing right away, and hopefully more understanding will come out for why I'm saying that as we go along. So as I'm drawing the light into the vocal cords, the vibration of the earth is heightening. I can see it through our throat, through the earth. It all connects very deeply, even into our auditory canal. We can only perceive certain tones, and so we're going to upgrade that. We need to upgrade that. So as I'm drawing light into the throat, it is cleansing and removing more debris out of the physical throat and the chakra. Like self-loathing type words and frequencies lower vibrational stuff, just cleansing it out, putting more light into the cords, the vocal cords, the vibrational frequency of the earth and of our throat together, and then flicking it off like we would like a rubber band. If it was stretched and you just flick it and you can see all the things come off of it, that's what we're doing with the vocal cords of our throat and of the earth frequency. I keep going to Thailand. I activated a pyramid in Thailand that I often forget about. I forgot about it. I activated a pyramid in Thailand and we're going there in the energy, and that's where we're connecting to the throat chakra right now and the vocal cord frequency. And I feel like I'm drawing light through that pyramid as well as through our throat. So we're drawing in more rays from above and below into the throat, but I'm also pouring in the blue rays into Thailand. This is where it's coming in for a throat chakra connection to the earth right now. I activated a pyramid there in the return. Thailand. I remember when I did it now, it was covered in like greenery. It's not one that's visibly seen and easily seen and recognized by mankind. It was one that was kind of brushed over because it was covered by a lot of greenery. People were around it. I remember having to remove them, but then also remove all the greenery as I drew in the light through the pyramid. And so we need to like change the frequency here. So I'm drawing in the blue rays into the pyramid of Thailand and into our throat vocal cords. It's like if I see the vocal cords as if they're like a rubber band stretched out. I'm seeing that with the earth and through our throat. And then I'm drawing the light in to cleanse and purify, and then flicking off the debris. And each time I do that, I can hear the vocal, I can hear the vibrations change in frequency. And so it's almost like tuning a guitar, a tuning of a note on a guitar, a string. It's like instead of tightening it, though, I'm drawing light and I'm cleansing and releasing and then flicking off debris. And every time I do that, the frequency shifts. And we're doing this of the throat and of the earth. And more light's coming in from your feet, from the earth up with the water. Now the throat also connects deeply to the other chakras because it sends vibrational frequencies through our body. And it's very deeply connected, so where we may not speak highly of ourselves connects to our power center, our solar plexus, our heart, those kinds of things. So I can actually feel this through the throat into the solar plexus right now. And I need to take more light through the cords, fill them up with light, and then flick it off. So Thailand, I'm drawing in the blue light in Thailand. And I'm hearing like tsunami, changes in tides, cleansing, purging. That is where it's representing for a throat chakra, is the pyramid that I activated in Thailand. Way back in the beginning of my journey. We're drawing in more blue rays, and I see all the angels and beings from Archangel Michael to Saint Germain, Archangel Gabriel, Malachi, heightening, and even Sandalphon coming in. And I feel like we are exposing the earth's vocal cords as well as our throat chakra, and it is forcing out what does not belong. So we are deeply connecting the throat to Thailand, and then I see an Ankh connecting. I see an Ankh, which is the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the moon. So we're putting the moon in the center into Thailand, as well as into the throat chakra. The frequencies. And then also the star system of the Pleiades combined with Earth. And more rays of blue going in, and it's pushing out what does not belong. We're filling up the vocal cords and flicking off what does not belong. And water, we're drawing lots of water in through the chakras, from the root to the sacral to the solar plexus. Blue, connecting to the throat as well, through the heart and into the throat. And I see huge waves cleansing out the heart, especially how it connects to the throat. So I see the Earth's vibrational frequency shifting from Thailand. From the pyramid I activated there, it's like vibrating. It's vibrating and glowing with the light of the moon, and blue, also white and blue. It's white and blue. And it's just glowing and vibrating and pouring out through there. And the sun also with the moon coming in and kind of octave-eying as well. Whoa. Deep releasing. And realigning that pyramid and drawing a cord from it to the core of the earth. And all of the pyramid grid, the crystalline grid, which carries the light of the sun underneath the pyramids. They're like solar panels for the earth. So we are octave-eying the earth as well here. Through the pyramid at Thailand, which is deeply connecting to the throat chakra. And I'm going to go ahead and date this recording. Today is Friday, December 26th at 10:52 a.m. of 2025. Prepare for a tsunami, change in tides. And I don't know if that means through Thailand or somewhere else. I just know what I'm doing right now is changing the frequency through the throat chakra in Thailand. So we're drawing in more blue light from our feet and from the crown, from above and below. Father Sky, Mother Earth, the blue and white light coming in from above and below, coming all the way through our chakras. We are adjusting the ankh, so it's as if I see an ankh in the throat and it's turning to cleanse out, like almost like a recalibration of the throat with the ankh. So we're bringing in more light as this is happening. We're just holding space and allowing the work to process and go. And the ankh was spinning in the throat, and then we're adding in more Pleiadian light and galaxy energy, like the stars, the planet connection to the throat. But we're deeply connecting to the earth chakra of Thailand. This is a pyramid I activated there. So it's not part of old earth. This is new earth, throat chakra, Thailand. A very beautiful frequency upgrade here. Removing debris. So as I'm flicking those vocal cords, it's doing the same thing there. It's drawing light in and it's flicking out what does not belong. Drawing more light in, what looks like through vocal cords, through the throat, through everything that's connected to the throat, the whole entire connection and chakra. Drawing light in and then snapping those cords to clear it. Like if you get something wet, like a very tight rubber band, and then you snap it, it's going to flick off all of that debris. Or the water or whatever. That's how I'm seeing it in my mind's eye. And I'm also doing it through Thailand. I'm drawing in that cord. There was a cord we connected from Thailand into the core. And I'm drawing light in and we're flicking it off. And I see a bit of a cleanse and a purge through that area. Like some fire. It's showing me a little bit of fire, but also water. Then lots of water. Cleanse, purge. And then aligning the throat to the heart chakra and all the other chakras as well. It's going up and down. We need to align, realign, reestablish the throat chakra through the system. Also through the earth. So taking the pyramid at Thailand and reestablishing it into the chakra system of the earth. The crystalline grid, the entire chakra system, also the pyramidal structure. The crystalline grid, the core of the earth, it's all aligning completely and flicking out debris and helping to change the vibrational frequency. Wow. Drawing in more moon energy here for balance. Drawing in the moon into the center of the throat and the earth for balance. And Sandalphon is right by my side, helping with that balance with Malachi, with Michael, Saint Germain, and Archangel Gabriel. Just pouring in more light into the octave chords, we'll call them, of the moon, white light, and the blue hue of the energy of the Father, the masculine, the throat. And we are flicking off debris, and the water comes in and purifies, cleanses away. Just water from our feet, below our feet, in the earth, coming all the way up to our throat, through our body, through our entire system, and cleansing. And then I also see it with the earth in Thailand. I see downpour, just like lots of water coming in and cleansing. Okay, more debris. I'm feeling rising where it's connected to the throat and the solar plexus together. I feel it together. It's cleansing it and purging it. So all chakras are connected of the earth as well as us. And I see the pyramid in Thailand connecting to the one in also Lake Titicaca, which is the sacral chakra. That is a pyramid that I activated there. Fiji is the root. Solar plexus is coming in through Indonesia right now. So we need to do that as well. Indonesia, solar plexus, throat, Thailand. Connecting. And Myanmar. I'm also hearing Myanmar connection to the solar plexus. Yes. And I feel a lot of transition when I said that. So connecting through there. So there's like vocal cords. We're pouring light through the cord connections and flicking off whatever does not align. And Indonesia a little bit, and also Myanmar, greatly connecting through the throat into the solar plexus area. So we are clearing out the earth chakra system is with ours because we are deeply connected to the earth. You are deeply connected through the divine masculine and feminine solely to the earth. Therefore, we need to align that connection very deeply. There is no separation. There is no separation. Drawing in more light through those pyramids, which is also representing through the physical chakras that we house. Through Thailand, Indonesia, Myanmar, Machu Picchu, Fiji, Lake Titicaca. Drawing in the light and flicking it off like a rubber band. I also see a beautiful light, almost like a golden blue light flowing into the throat, like a coating to help cleanse and change the vibrational frequency of the throat chakra, and how it deeply connects to the brain, the visual, the auditory cortex. We have to upgrade our ability to see different frequencies, to receive and also emanate different frequencies. 7D, Pleiadian galaxy-esque. But also Earth, we're combining. It just got really painful. Sorry. No. Give permission to release all that needs released. Pouring in more light and flicking it off. Need the rattle again. I'm hearing. Pouring in mass amounts of light. Blue and gold through the throat, blue and white through all the chakra cords, the connection, the vocal cords, the frequency cords, where the pyramids go to the crystalline grid in the core, where our chakras connect to one another. Pouring light in and flicking it off. Pouring light in and flicking it off. All the way through Thailand, Indonesia, Myanmar, Machu Picchu, Lake Titicaca. So it would actually be from chakra order, throat to heart, Thailand to Machu Picchu. There to Indonesia and Myanmar. Solar plexus is where it's showing connected right now. to Lake City Chakra, sacral, to Fiji root. Pouring in light through all of those and flicking off debris. And then I see water, mass amounts of water coming in and washing away through our chakras and the earth. Okay. Pouring in more blue and gold through the throat. So it'd be going through Thailand into Myanmar. Thailand into the connection in Myanmar, solar plexus, throat, solar plexus. Line of connection, pouring light in and flicking it off. Pouring light in and flicking it off as it fills up and cleanses and purges. Up into Myanmar, Machu Picchu connection. So from Thailand to Myanmar to Machu Picchu, pouring light in, so that would be throat, solar plexus to heart. Pouring light in. And also the energy of the Ankh coming in and helping drawing out what does not belong. It's as if I place the Ankh towards like our spinal column, and it's just pushing out. It's like a opposite of a magnet. It's like a repellent. Right? So it's pushing out what does not belong through the chakra system. So burping for releasing, forgive me. I'm going to go deeper in, drawing my focus from my crown, my third eye, into the throat. Deeply into the center of the throat where there is now a moon. A glowing white flame, but a moon. And the moon begins to spin. It is spinning, which is causing a push, like a pull or a push. It's causing a ripple with the water of the earth, with the energy of our chakra system, the vibrational frequency. Spinning, this moon is beginning to spin within the throat chakra, so also in the center of the pyramid in Thailand. It's beginning to spin a moon. A moon spinning internally and at the very top. And it's starting to really, so when the moon moves, it'll draw in tides, it'll also push out. And that's what I see happening. It's causing a huge energetic movement. With the water of the earth and within our system. Spinning the moon, drawing out and moving. It's like pull and push of the energy that it's doing. And then we pour light in through the vocal cords of our vessel and the earth and snap it out. I'm connecting to Sekhmet through the Myanmar portal, the Myanmar pyramid, and also the solar plexus right now. And it's like I'm pulling out a dagger from the solar plexus through like the Sekhmet connection. putting an ankh now in the solar plexus where I feel it connected to the throat. So it's like the very top right area of the solar plexus. It's very intricate. I can feel it connected to the throat through there. And that's where an ankh is now going in. And the moon is amplifying, it's spinning. And then I saw like this huge bubble of energy released through Myanmar. It was like it was clogged, right? Like it was clogged, and I just see like a big woof, and it releases the energy. We released a clog in the energy field through Thailand into Myanmar. And then through Machu Picchu now, I feel it now move into the heart space, the heart chakra, at Machu Picchu connection. Drawing in light now through Thailand into Machu Picchu and flicking the rubber band. And I need to place a moon in the center of that connection line. So not necessarily in Thailand or in Machu Picchu, but in the connection line between the throat and the heart. And we begin spinning the moon with water, lots of water all of a sudden being pushed out and heavily drawing back in, like the tsunami would. Like it's being pulled out and then all of a sudden released like a rubber band, and it comes with huge waves back in. Now back into where the throat connects to the solar plexus. Thailand through Myanmar and a little bit of Indonesia. Drawing the light in and like it's pulling out the water with the moon pull. And then a huge wave of cleansing coming back. Like when you snap the rubber band and it comes right back really fast. Placing an ankh again to draw out more of what does not belong. And we are going to recalibrate the throat again. It's like spinning the ankh within the throat, very slowly rotating it. The moon in the middle, amplifying and growing. And the stars, combination of Pleiades and Earth, galaxy, into the throat, into the solar plexus, and into the heart, where they deeply connect. The throat is deeply connected to those chakras. Whoa. More water. So I see water coming in through the heart and washing away. So connected at Machu Picchu, a big wave of water coming in through the heart and washing away. Same with the solar plexus, a big wave of water coming in and washing it away. occupy Myanmar, and also connecting a little to Indonesia there. These are important pyramid activations that I've done, and they're connecting to our chakra systems in this way to help cleanse and purify the energy system of the earth and us. They are deeply connected in New Earth. There is no separation. Through the divine masculine and feminine. That's the only way it can be accessed and connected through. You cannot bypass the masculine and feminine ever again. So between the earth and the masculine and feminine, there is no separation at all. And then everything else connects through the masculine and feminine to the earth. That's why they're responsible for the balance. And then I see the water whooshing and back and forth until it's balanced. Through all the chakras, especially the throat to the solar plexus connection. I feel that one the most. I see water swishing back and forth through the solar plexus, but how it connects to the throat. It's a connected chakra area. So it's not just the solar plexus, it's the throat. It's not just the throat, it's connecting into the solar plexus as well. And I see water going whoosh, whoosh, back and forth, cleansing it until it balances, and then the water is able to be still. And same with the earth. We needed to balance, we needed to recalibrate the earth on her axis line. And it's allowing the water to purge and cleanse and realign, raising the octave frequency until it's balanced. So these are tsunami waves, they're huge. It's like whoosh, whoosh. And then once we balance, it starts to calm until the waves are nothing and the water is just nice and calm and settled. It's happening for the earth and our chakra system. It has to be done through the feminine, which is who I am, and the masculine. It's the only way you can access it. That is the only way you can access New Earth. It will never be taken away from them again. It cannot be done outside of the feminine and masculine again. But again, I see more actual, I get an image of like Thailand and possibly Myanmar. But I see these huge waves coming in and even just removing things like buildings and what does not belong. Removing what does not belong is just completely purging and cleansing. Huge waves, tsunamis. Water, lots of water, just whoosh and wiping out what does not belong and then cleansing the energy. More waves coming in and knocking out what does not belong. Cleansing the energy. More, and this is heightened in Myanmar. Right now also Thailand, because the throat connection to the solar plexus. There's no separation. So it's like Thailand to Myanmar, and it's just whoosh, massive tides cleansing out what does not belong. I see as a visual of like knocking down buildings and people running and screaming to get away from it. It's like massive waves of water coming in to just cleanse. And then the water swishes back and forth very intensely until it's balanced, and then it calms. And it's happening within the solar plexus and the throat at this time with my vessel of the vessels. A tsunami wave of change. Can purge. I totally forgot about the pyramid in Thailand, and this is heightened in the throat, and maybe because it was for this purpose. I don't know. And I remember when I first cleared Thailand, it was buried by like lots of greenery. It was like hidden in a jungle area. It's what it kind of looked like a secret. So I also got an image through like Myanmar and the solar plexus and how it's connected to the throat. It looks like a rip in the foundation, and the water's coming in and just cleansing. I'm sending light in through the vocal cords, so to speak, and flicking off any more debris. And the moon is drawing out, it's like drawing to it. And and that's creating more water waves, like tidal waves, boom, boom, swish, swish, until it calms and balances to stillness. I get the image of like Malachi also with the blue sword and Michael, and they're like stirring the water, like using the blue light to just stir the water, commanding the water, the gods commanding the water to do what it needed to do, moving water. I also see water just starting to creep in, so not necessarily a huge wave, but it's starting to like creep in, slowly seep into, it looks like maybe Thailand, because it kind of looks like jungly to me. Like lots of greenery, different kind of trees than where I'm at. It just makes me think of Thailand. But it's like, instead of a big wave right away, you're gonna see water seeping in. It's like water seeping in, starting to get in. Coming in is just starting to be drawn inward. I don't know how else to explain that. And then it'll be like sucked out, and then like a huge wave coming in. So it'll just slowly draw in, just suddenly and subtly it'll just start creeping in, and then the moon will draw it back out very powerfully, and then it'll rebound like a flicking of the rubber band with a big, huge tidal wave. Going back to Myanmar, same thing. It's like we're bringing in the water and cleansing it out. And as soon as I went there, I felt it push up into the throat. As soon as I went to Myanmar solar plexus area, I feel the density pushing up to the throat. I'm moving it out, purging it out, and now I see the flower starting to come up. Beautiful lotus flower of the throat. Right at the center of the throat, the most beautiful blue lotus flower you've ever seen. And it's like light and darker blue within it, and a little bit of white as well. So beautiful. We're removing any petals that don't belong. I'm hearing like 111 is the number that keeps coming up for the throat petals. like manifesting frequency, or 1111 or 111. They're both heightening. And what it represents is that like vibrational frequency of creation. Going deeper into the throat chakra now. I can feel it on the right side of my throat. Removing petals of the lotus. And the lotus was not turning, but it's beginning to spin. And I see this most beautiful, it's like it's on water. It's just like it's glistening on gentle water. And I see the water begin to sway back and forth, which splashes up amongst the petals, and it's purging off the petals. It's washing the petals of the flower in the throat. Removing more debris. And some petals that are just rubbish need to be healed and transformed. 111 and also 1111 frequency here. It's connecting to that. So that's also just consciousness, right? Divine consciousness, high vibrational frequency, creation, creator. It's all there. Removing rubbish from the throat chakra petals, the lotus flower within the throat, cleansing them, purging them, and then taking a very gentle cleanse of vibration through each petal. It's like a tingly cleansing. It's so beautiful. Wiping of each petal. Oh. And then all of a sudden it's like glistening with blue, but also the moon energy. So it's like the moon just vibrating through the throat, lotus flower of the throat. And of course it's connected to the sun. It's not separate necessarily, it's just what's needed here. The moon just vibrating through the throat, really affecting Thailand as well, and all the other pyramid areas that I talked about. But as it's like pushing into the center of the flower, it's pushing out any other debris. And then I take the light again and pour it through the vocal cords, like the cords of vibration, and snap it out and cleanse the petals. Pour it into the vocal cords of vibration, snap it out and cleanse the petals. And then water, whoosh, 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 coming in and splashing both sides until it balances, has to balance, and then gentle stillness of the water. Zeus and Poseidon are also coming in here. Oh, wow, that release was intense. Again, more light into the vocal cords, slapping it out, like snapping it out, whoosh, and then cleansing the petals, and then water, whoosh, 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 until it's balanced and still. And the moon growing more amplified through the center of this lotus. And then again, pouring through the vocal cords where Thailand connects to Myanmar, and snapping it out, allowing the moon to be centralized there, a center moon in between that connection, which then causes the water to pull out and flow back in massive waves, and then whoosh, 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 until it's balanced and settled. And I get the image again of water just comes sneaking in, and then it gets pulled back out, and then returns with a massive wave. It's like a shift of the ocean. We needed to balance. This was so important. And also part of the throat healing and connection to New Earth. In order to heal in New Earth, this is necessary to receive at some point. But you will only receive through the Alchemy Academy, so I'm feeling the nudge to actually show this on YouTube for whatever reason. I don't know why. And if I do that, the healing will only be received through the Alchemy Academy connection when I release that. It will be for a witness to the work that was done of the return. This is the gods. The gods are also involved here. So Zeus and Poseidon, it's water. And I keep hearing like Thailand, the frequency shift. So whether that means a real tsunami is going to come in, it's in the energy, it's occurring either way. It could be a physical tsunami though, so just be aware. But it also represents the pyramids that have been reactivated, the power center, the power grid, the balance of the masculine and feminine that is required. It can only come through the true divine masculine and the divine feminine, not all of those that are connected to it. It comes through the true divine masculine and feminine first, and then received by those that connect. The earth will not be done outside of the DM and DF again. So that would be like Adam and Eve, right? Jesus and Mary Magdalene, Sekhmet and Horus, all connected. The earth will not be done outside that again. You cannot undo anything from the masculine and feminine. It must be done through them, period. Period. Through the path, through them. That's why they say walk the path of Jesus, except for that's a religious complex. You want the masculine and feminine consciousness, divinity, connection. It has to be done through that. Gone are the days of doing things outside of that. That's God. Only doing it through that is God. That is the only thing that will remain on this planet. A little more in Myanmar, which connects to the solar plexus and is also through the throat. It is not outside of the throat chakra. Again, whoosh of the water, whoosh pouring down the vocal cords, snapping it out, and cleansing with massive tides of water, back and forth until it's balanced. When it's balanced, the water will settle. Everything I say is important. I'm waiting for all the water to settle. The petals of the throat are being cleansed. There's the moon in the center and also an Ankh in the center. And I'm bringing in more stars and the Pleiades and the Earth galaxy combined. We will no longer separate from that either going forward. 7th dimensional plane. Will be now. Not 5D, 7D. So in the very beginning of this, I talked about like a Pleiadian blue. There's these beautiful rays that are not normally earthly. They are beyond the frequency that we can normally see or feel or experience or express. And we have upgraded into the ability to receive, express, integrate, understand higher vibrational frequencies through the eyes, the ears, the throat, everything, through everything that we are. And it is a process of integration and involvement. Evolutionary process. We are evolving as a species. I didn't realize how much I needed this or where those feelings were coming from. But as I'm releasing through this, I can feel what has been there for a minute within my system. Sandalphon told me something was coming and balance is required. And we never know what they mean. Never would I have thought that it represented this, but I think it did. So I'm starting to see the water calm again, and buildings where they were are gone. I get an image of that, where there were tall buildings that have now been wiped out, or buildings of some sort. dwellings, just cleansing. It's just a purge. We have to purge what doesn't belong. False foundations have to be removed. Return of a power grid. So one more time, pouring light into the vocal cords, the frequency, the crystalline grid, and snapping out what does not belong. Again, pouring light in, allowing it to completely pour in through all of the areas we've connected to today, all of them, and snapping out what does not belong. And again, pouring light in, allowing the light to truly fill through all the connections, all the lines, and then a big snap back. So I'm pulling it way, way, way back, and then snapping out what does not belong. And it's a bigger energy boom of release. And then the water sleeping in and then being pulled back, and then massive waves coming in and swishing back and forth until it's balanced, and then it will settle. It's massively releasing through my solar plexus there. I also need to heal the seasonal pull. So I go into this space in like the Netherlands. It's like I'm at a beach suddenly in the Netherlands, and I stick in this, I have this beautiful ribbon in my hand, and I put into the ground like this staff, my staff with the sun, and I pull out this directional thing, and I start to rotate it. And I look out at the ocean when I do this. So I can see the seasonal alignment as I look out at the ocean. So where things might be off kilter, whatever the case may be. And I need to turn it from, let's see, a 1/3 turn, nope, I don't know, at least 3/4 turn all the way to the right. So we're gonna turn it 1/4 turn as I use the ribbon, and I start to walk this dial. It's like turning a compass, right? So if it's pointed north, I'm gonna start to turn that compass needle to the east. And as I do that, the seasons are shifting some more. And then I let that settle in the ocean. I can see the water like move and whoosh, like move and respond. And I pour light through Thailand into the vocal cords, and I snap it out. And the water comes in and cleanses until it's balanced and settled. And then I go back to the dial in like the Netherlands, and I take my ribbon and I move it from the east to the west. And then I can see the ocean respond and the seasons move. It's like I need to recalibrate the seasonal pull, the weather patternings. Yes, it's taken our power back. I am fixing the earth. That's what I've been doing. That's what I do. That's who I am. And then I have to go back into the throat, pour light down the vocal cords, pull them back very massively, and flick out what does not belong. The water seeps in, gets pulled out, and comes in waves, and it's like whoosh, 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 until it's balanced and settles. And then I take my ribbon. I'm sorry, it was the south, not the west. So it was northeast to the south. I take my ribbon and I pull like the compass needle from the south to the west. Sorry, I feel that in my throat very bad. And the moon and the sun also changed positions. That's the image I just got. So where the moon was slightly above to the left, it will now be more centered, and the sun will now be more slightly back to the right to the back, so almost south. Okay, and then I need to pour light into the throat vocal cords again, like through Thailand, through our throat chakra, and I pour lots of light in, and then I pull it back and snap it out. Then the water gets pulled in slightly, then pulled back out, and then massive wave returns, And it's like swish, swish, swish until it balances and settles. And then I go back to the compass dial one more time. From the west, I take my ribbon and I grab the needle point and I start to rotate it from the west back to the north. And I need to, when then I watch the ocean shift, it like moves. I can see the seasons shifting. So where it may have started at like looking at like summer, it now looks like winter or fall. Where it went from like sunny and peaceful, now stormy kind of a thing. And it's responding, the earth is responding. And then one more time throwing light into the vocal cords and snapping it out. So there used to be 4 of us that were doing this weather shifting, but they're no longer in the path. They didn't make it through their path journey, which, you know, some won't. So now I find myself doing it alone, but it's very interesting. So then the water gets pulled out, and huge waves come back in to cleanse, and it's like whoosh, whoosh, until it mellows out, balances out. That's the key word, balances out, and to settled, to stillness. And now I take my staff out of the core of the earth, or that dial. It's like this weird compass on the beach in Netherlands that pops out of the earth. So I take my staff out and it goes back down into the earth and it's covered up. You cannot reach that place. And now I feel more calming and I go back to the focus of the chakra system. And I'm allowing myself to process. The moon and the Ankh are just settling. I see lots of blue glowing everywhere. I see the water calming and birds chirping now, like I hear birds returning, birds making noise, like the calm. So I need to bring the energy of the sun into the Myanmar area, solar plexus, and the moon in the throat. The sun into the solar plexus, like near Myanmar, still connected somewhat to Indonesia. It's not really separate. And then into Thailand, the throat. And then I see Saint Germain, Sandalphon, and the other beings around me, and they're putting blue salve all the way through my chakras, so my throat, my solar plexus, the heart, especially the solar plexus. They're just putting this blue light salve, like this energy healing. It's like a salve though, so it's like if you put cream on a wound. That's what I see. It's like they're putting this salve into my solar plexus and into my throat. And then I see a deep connection from the throat into the brain. And this is an upgrade with our communication system. Again, you will only receive this once you reach the alchemy level of New Earth. So you must get to New Earth first, and then you become a healer within it, within you. And a little salve in my throat. And this will conclude our healing session for today. So I anchor this in, all that was done, the seasons rearranged and realigned, and return of the sun. I anchor this in and all that was done, the moon, healing, alignment, and balance through the light of the One. I anchor this in for all that was done, the throat, the earth, the light, the moon, and the sun. I thank all the beings and the gods, the angels and guides. I thank the earth, Father Sky, Mother Earth, the moon, and the sun. And I thank those who participate, who shine their light so bright and make it to New Earth especially. It's time for changes, and I'm excited. Allow yourself to start to take your focus now as I anchor this in and I remove your energy from mine for all that it is. What is yours, and what is mine, and return to the oneness of all divine. This healing is concluded. The Throat Chakra Alchemy Academy healing, which is always much more than the simple healing for what I do, always. Putting up a dome of protection around the pyramid in Thailand, which I totally forgot about that pyramid. It's very interesting in my videos, my pyramid activations. It was in Fiji, Indonesia, Thailand, Myanmar, Budapest, Machu Picchu, they're all in there. And I'm hearing, give it time to heal. It's beautiful, and the weather patterns will shift now. Again, this healing, I'm going to bring my energy now back to my vessel, move my hands and my feet, stretch. Whatever you got to do to come out of that, and when you're ready to open your eyes, you can do so. Again, this concludes. Ooh, wow, we ended at 1:17 when I opened my eyes. This concludes. Ooh, and it's 11:47. This concludes our healing for today. The Friday, December 26th of 2025, ending at 11:47 p.m. I don't know why that's so important for me to reiterate and to probably share this video with YouTube, but I'm going to. 1 hour and 17 minutes, it's done. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for joining me. Have a beautiful day.